for the first time. The WhatsApp number is flashing on your screens. This is where you send me all your queries along with your name, location and your contact details. I'll be happy to have them addressed by our top market experts who join in on the program today. Over the next 45-50 minutes, we will be helping you understand all your questions. Alternatively, you can log on to YouTube, go on to Business Today, go to the Daily Calls Live and use the comment section there to send me some of your questions. Already I can see a lot of you are joining in early and waiting by for your questions to be answered. So welcome to Anuj, Aarti. We also have a lot of other viewers joining in early. Nancy is joining in. We have Ankur Modi. We have Vinita, Manish. Welcome to everybody. Thank you so much for joining in early. And let's now welcome our guest on board. Mr. Kranthi Bathini, Director of Research, Wealth Securities, is now joining in today to answer your questions. Mr. Bathini, warm welcome. Good afternoon to you. Let's kickstart by understanding from you, how are you looking at the markets and the fresh attempt of the Nifty again to stay above 25,000, 25,100 odd mark? Is the recovery well in place? Remember, today is also the kick-starting of the earnings season as well. So how are you expecting the markets to trade amidst all of these earnings news flows that we will start to get now?
Yes, actually, just to sum up the current market situation, markets are still in a consolidation phase, but the good thing is they could hold on to the range of 25,000 level Nifty. But above 25,000 level Nifty, the follow-on buying is not coming in the market. This is one key concern area at this point of time. FII still they are staying at the sideways at this point of time. But the major kickstarter for the markets are going to be the earnings season. If the earnings season is going to entice the market, then we can see some kind of a uptick in the market. Most probably, the Nifty can try to touch its previous highs. Everybody crosses their fingers how the earnings season is going to be going to pan out in the next coming weeks. The anticipation by and large from this quarter results is by and large is going to be very stock specific and sector specific. And FII is also just closely watching how the earning momentum is going to be built up in India. If the FIS turns to be the net buyers going ahead, if we get some kind of a good news with respect to the trade deals and tariffs are concerned, that can be the kickstarter for the markets to regain the momentum going ahead.
Okay, fair point. Well, Mr. Bathini, a lot of our viewers are waiting by to get their questions answered by you. So let's kickstart this question and answer series. And of course, we'll keep coming back to you to understand from you your top favorite stocks and sectors to be in amidst this festive season that's underway as well. Since a lot of our viewers are also waiting for Diwali stock specific ideas and themes to invest in too. But let's start off by taking Anuj's question first. He says, good afternoon. I want to know about Eternal. I have this share in my portfolio at the rate of 258. 500 shares is what I have. By when do I get, the kind of levels that I can expect on this one? How would you expect? You're already in profits, Anuj, so that's a good thing because you entered at 258, you're at 345 right now. So which means you're sitting on good amount of profits. He's also looking for a target on this stock. What would you say? Zomato has definitely been among the flavor, as of course we have been seeing a pickup happen. I remember, you have been one of the early, voices that talked about when the entire space was undergoing issues and a lot of volatility. You had been talking about in double digits as well that Zomato is something that you would be looking at investing in. How are you looking at it afresh, sir, amidst all the valuation talk?
Zomato, Sakshi, right now it's trending at a 52-week high. So the investor has been sitting on a fair amount of profits. It's an institutional favorite right now. Still, the stock can rally from here 10 to 15% from this range. But there would be ups and downs going ahead. But one can hold on to the stock for a medium to longer term perspective.
Okay, got that. I hope this has helped you out, Anuj, in finding the strategy there. Next, we have a question coming in from Satyanarayan. He's actually from Hyderabad, and he says, I want to know about Excel Industries. 1500 shares is what I have at 1250 odd levels. He wants to know, is there any sort of a breakout expected on this stock? What could be the target price for next 1 year on Excel Industries? Currently, it's hovering around 1121, so it's come off his own purchase level, but I have actually been witnessing very low volume on this stock. How should one play this for the next 1 year, Mr. Bathini?
Okay, all these by and large, the chemical companies have been in a consolidation phase. Last quarter results have been decent for Excel Industries. We need to see the earning quarters, the coming quarters results are going to pan out. By and large, he can hold on to the stock. If he is a long-term investor, he can hold on. But around 1500 somewhere, okay, this is where the stiff resistance for this stock. So he can hold on to the stock and look for the level of 1500 in the medium to short term.
Fair point. Nancy asks us the next question, says, good afternoon, could you please help me with an IT index view? And for the short term, should one really look at investing in it? IT stocks have actually come back into flavor. Last couple of sessions, we've been seeing buoyancy again right ahead of the earnings, that too. Some sort of an optimism coming in, probably hoping that the underperformance is done and dusted. Most of the worst news is already in the price and things could actually turn out better from here. How would you explain on the IT index for the short term, since the earning season kickstarts over the next 10 days? A lot of these IT large caps, mid caps will come out with the earnings reports. How would you play this one?
Sakshi, there is a selective buying is taking place with respect to the IT index in the medium to short term. The long-term averages of these stocks looks very attractive and a longer-term perspective. But a medium to short term, definitely it's a avoid for a medium to short term perspective. Still, there is a lot of uncertainty with respect to the US growth prospects are concerned. If there is any kickstart kind of a rate cuts and how the companies are going to increase the budgets in US, these are the things that are extremely crucial for IT companies. For a medium to short term perspective, we do see some kind of a selective buying here and there. But if the investor is looking for a medium to short term perspective, definitely it's avoid. But if the investor is a long term in nature while investing, definitely as a contrarian buy, one can buy selectively with respect to IT stocks are concerned. It is by and large, it's going to be stock specific in IT sector is concerned. Again, there is a divergence between the large cap and mid cap, and also which company operates the different domain, and also the geography where they operate, where they gain more revenues also plays the crucial role while selecting a IT company.
Okay, let's take another question. This one is from Piyush. He says, hi Sakshi, I completely love this show. Thank you so much, Piyush, for writing in appreciation for daily calls. He wants to know today on fact, that's fertilizers and chemicals as a stock, where he wants a stop loss and a target that you could also probably help him out. Could you please suggest to him how what is the right way of approaching this fertilizers and chemical space? It's actually been in a consolidative, or maybe you could say in a range bound trade all across this year. Any suggestion on fact?
Sakshi, you need to consider one fact, okay? 90% of FACT, fertilizers, FACT stock is concerned, it is held by the government of India. The free float is very limited. So you can see some erratic kind of moves in the stock. Sometimes you will see a strong rally, sometimes the stock do get into a consolidation kind of a phase. At this point of time, until unless the investor is a high risk appetite investor, want to trade in this stock, this is best suitable. I tend to avoid for any kind of serious investments in the medium to short term kind of a perspective. But one can give the trading opportunities to use the momentum in the stock. But anything level around 800 is a very attractive level for these stocks to make an entry. But at this point of time, I tend to avoid this stock on a medium to short term perspective. 800 is the level which can give a good entry level for this stock.
Fair point. Let's take the next question. This one is from Umesh from Delhi. Says, good afternoon, Sakshi. Good afternoon to you, Umesh. How are you? The question is on Patanjali Foods, and the question is that I bought this one at 497, and the question is I can actually hold on for the next 1 year. At what levels can I look to exit my position is the question. So sitting on profits, and that's a good thing. Your suggestion, almost 100 rupee kind of a profit per share is what our viewer has at this point. Umesh, any suggestion for over the next 1 year, sir?
Sakshi, in the last 18 months, one of the outperforming stock in the FMCG segment is Patanjali. So, if the investor have a medium to short-term perspective, most probably the stock can try to test the level of its previous high, that's around 650 to 670 level. But a long-term perspective, one can hold on to the stock. This is the one outperforming stock in the FMCG segment is concerned. A lot of momentum and also the earning perspectives are also decent for this company.
Okay, let's also take another one. This one is from one of our viewers, and this one is okay, we have this question coming in from Ankur Modi. Says, good afternoon, how are you doing? I'm very well, Ankur, thanks for asking. Hope the same for you. So he asks on a retail specific question, between Aditya Birla Fashion Retail and Vishal Mega Mart, which one should he really choose is what his question is. Which one looks better at the current levels for a long-term investment view? Which one would you really look at this stage, Mr. Bathini?
Actually, both are different kind of businesses. Okay, you can't compare both the stock. Okay, if he is looking for a pure return kind of a perspective, I have my reservation getting into stocks. Okay, both the stocks at this point of time. There are much better stocks are available for a longer term perspective is concerned. I tend to avoid both the stocks right now at this point of time.
Okay, tend to avoid both the stocks at this stage at least. Let's take next question. This one is from Ashwin. He says, I have a query on Granules India. I bought about 600 shares and I bought this at 568. I just need a 3 months view on Granules. Now, if we stretch the chart, today also the stock is up 3.7% odd. If we stretch the chart for the last 3 months odd or so, you will get to see in the last 6 months also, especially the last 3 months, if you pull up that. Last 6 months also it's up by 2 months, 22%. But last 3 months largely is what that move has really come in from. Mr. Bathini, how would you look at Granules?
Uh, Sakshi, the stock is right now doing well in the pharmaceutical space is concerned. The stock was in a consolidation. They have a plant in US which caters to the US clients also. For a medium to short term perspective, definitely Granules one can hold on to the company, wait for this current quarter earning results. By and large, it would be positive. So the stock can retest the range of around 620, which was its previous high. So you can hold on to Granules India. Any dip in the stock, he can try to accumulate the stock further. But 625 to 650 is the medium to short term target for this stock, which is on
Okay,
card.
625 to 650 is the medium to short term kind of a target that you could look at. Lower levels can get you accumulation levels too. Avnish Chaudhary says, hi Sakshi, I want to know about Irida. Okay, the question is that he's bought this stock at 196 and he says since the results are about to be declared, what should be my strategy? Now, Irida, I remember, Mr. Patani, have you you've discussed also on the show before as well. This is one stock that came in amidst much fanfare during the IPO, performed really well over the next 1, 2 months, 3 months odd, and soon lost some fizz as well. And thereafter, it has been stuck in a consolidation for a fairly long bit of time. For somebody who entered at 196, it's been a long drawn wait too. What would you suggest ahead of earnings now?
You can hold on to Sakshi at this point of time, but this quarter is going to be a rough patch for Irida because of recent some kind of the NPAs, what they have faced, like the Gensol and all. That's going to have impact on the company earnings in a medium to short term perspective. But he can hold on to the stock given the kind of buoyancy with respect to lending towards the green energy and solar space is concerned. He can hold on and he can book some profit around 200 levels or a medium to longer term perspective. That's where Irida can be.
Okay, let's take the next one then. I have another stock that has been pretty much in focus of late, viewers. So, in case you've been watching out for this one, please stay focused. This one is on Prime Focus. Ramakrishnan wants to know, he's from Bengaluru. He says, I have 600 shares of Prime Focus. I bought it at 186, he says. And he wants to know a 3-month view on this one. Now the stock today is down by 4.5%. It has been coming lower. In the last 1 week also it's trended down. But before that, if you look, last 1 month, 2 months, or there has been some momentum as well. How would you really look at Prime Focus right now, especially on the way up if somebody has got it? 3 months view, Mr. Bathini, a short-term view on this one?
Actually, one need to understand, okay, why they are investing in these stocks, okay. There was a news, some prominent investors have bought this company, some stakes have bought as a disclaimer. So there was a momentum in this stock, that's why they would
Yeah.
have bought and they got stuck up at this point of time. So when they are making such moves, okay, they need to have either a long-term perspective or a short-term perspective. When they have a long-term perspective, they need to stick to the fundamentals. If they have a perspective of medium to short term, they would have kept some kind of a trailing stop loss around somewhere in between 100 and 180 kind of a thing. So they need to differentiate whether why I'm buying this stock. It should not be just based on because the stock price is going up, I'm entering. Okay, it should not be like that. So coming to the point back here, okay, if the investor would have bought for a investment perspective, just wait for the company, how the results are going to pan out, how the this sector and the company dynamics are going to be,
Sure.
and what is the rationale between these prominent investor bought stakes in this company as a disclaimer. So try to
Okay,
understand for a longer term perspective. For a
fair
medium term,
point.
okay, the stock is in a momentum zone. Earlier it used to hit upper circuits. Now it is in a consolidation phase. Just allow the stock to settle down because the stock also rallied from the range of 100 to 170 rupees. So it is 70% still gain for a person who entered at 100 rupees. So just wait until the stock, let it to be settled down.
Okay, fair point. Let's take another one then, Mr. Patini, with you. This one is from Raghu. He says, is it the right time to enter NetWeb Technologies at the current price and only for the next 3 months or so? Now, again, a lot of FOMO is coming in on such stocks. NetWeb Technologies from the IPO, manifold returns is what we've seen in this year itself. In the last 6 months, I think it must have doubled investors' money already. It's been one of the outperformers, and if you look at the history of IPOs, it will definitely find its mention in the kind of wealth creation that NetWeb Technologies has done. And therefore,
Actually,
now at around 4,087, although today it's down by about 6 odd percent, viewers, a lot of people must be wanting to know, should one now, look at these small dips and look at buying price. Look at it. I mean, like 3 months, you've doubled your money. In case you entered in the stock 3 months ago, you must have doubled your money. What should one do now? Already so much of a run up has already taken place on NetWeb, Mr. Patini.
Sakshi, people have, okay, need to have some brief perspective. Okay, if you observe the stock in the last 8 months, when the Chinese government or Chinese companies launched the open AI and the new AI, okay, the stock came down nearly 20% in a single day, and the stock touched a low of 1300 8 months back. And the stock has been hovering around 15 to 1700 level just 3 months back. And some kind of positive perspective that came with respect to the AI and also the supercomputing and fastest quantum computing is concerned, the stock has moved up in the past 3 4 months. So I'll wait for the earnings. Okay, if the investor would have bought this stock around 1500 to 1700, I would be taking some profit from the table around the higher range. That would be around 4200 kind of a level. Okay, but any fresh prospective making entry at this point of time, I'll just make entry after looking at the this quarterly earnings and the company brief is going to be. It's not a cheap stock. The valuation still looks stretched at this point of time. The fresh entry at this point of time is not advisable. Uh, and the good entry range for this stock is when the stock is given a very good opportunity for many of the investors. It was hovering around 1500 to 1700 and 2000 level. That's where one need to make the entry. Price should not change the perspective of the people. Okay, just wait for some time for the cool off of the stock price and the momentum.
Okay, let's take the next question. This one is from Mayank Chaudhary from Ghaziabad, and he says, "Good afternoon, Sakshi. A big thanks to you and to your team for such an informative show. Thank you so much, Mayank, for such wonderful words that you have said for daily calls and for business today. And I hope that this show continues to help you out in your investment journey. Today, he has a question on Nalco." Mr. Bathini, if you could help him out on this one. Although he's just taken a trading position here, he has 4 lots at 230, and for the next 1 to 2 weeks, so an absolute trading view for the next 1 to 2 weeks is what he is looking for. Already in the last 6 months, Nalco's share have actually shot up over 50%, which actually means the stock has been in an uptrend for some time now. Your suggestion?
Actually, I'm not a person for just 2 3 weeks kind of a
Sure.
technical analyst, but he can keep a stop loss of around a trailing stop loss around 230 levels. The current price at this point of time, he can hold on. The metal stocks have been limelight right now. We can see some kind of activity and momentum is building up today also in metal stocks today. He can hold on, and since it's just a fortnight kind of a perspective, he need to maintain the strict stop loss for any trading position.
Fair point. I'll actually broaden this question. We have another one from Vinita Gupta, also on the metal space, so I'll take that at the same time. So Vinita says, I have Hind Copper and Vedanta also in my portfolios along with Nalco, and she says Hind Copper I have at 307, Vedanta I have at 410, and she wants to know if this is the right time to continue to keep on adding some more positions in these metal stocks, since the metal stocks have been in momentum for some time now. Your suggestion, Mr. Bathini?
Given the kind of the build-up of growth prospects are concerned at this point of time, metal stocks are expected to do well in the coming days. One can hold on to the positions at this point of time, but fresh entry, it's not advisable at this point of time. Just make the stocks to consolidate some more, okay, and one can try to add for a medium to longer term perspective.
Okay, fair point. I hope this has truly helped you out, Vinita, and I'm sure a lot of our viewers who've been tracking the metal move, this has helped you out in understanding some of the top stocks as to how to look at them at this point. Taking another question, this one is from Manish Mehta, and he wants to know about 2 stocks from you, Mr. Bathini. Specifically, he has asked and requested for you, he follows you, on Tata Investment and on Sika Interplant Systems. What would you say?
Tata Investment is in a momentum zone, Sakshi, and as a holding company, the stock has done extremely well in terms of the price action is concerned in the past 2 3 years. And sometimes there would be momentum in this stock, extreme exuberance tend to come into Tata Investment. He's an existing investor, he can hold on. With respect to Sika Interplant Solution is concerned, the company is into aerospace, especially into the landing gears for the helicopters, and also the aviation vendor for HAL is concerned. So he can hold on. The stock is hovering around currently at 1200. The stock has been a multi-bagger in the past 24 months. He can hold on given the kind of aerospace is one of the key emerging and sunrise sector in India. He can hold on to Sika Interplant Solutions.
Okay, got that. I hope this has also truly helped you out. Let's take another question. This one is from Munna Mazumdar. He's from Assam. Hi Munna, good to see you. I think I'm reading your question for the first time, so welcome to Daily Calls. The question is on NHPC. It's from the power space. He says, I want to know for how long do I have to continue to wait before I sell my position. I bought this stock at 90. I have 4,000 shares. Well, maybe not long. It's already at 87.4, 2.4% higher. It's actually moved up today. So maybe the day that you're asking, you will actually get a favorable advice on that one, Munna. What would you suggest, Mr. Bathini, on NHPC? A good level to exit and take back profits home?
Yeah, Sakshi, around 90 it can try to attempt the coming days. PSU stocks have been in a consolidation phase in the last 12 months. Okay, that is the reason. Okay, NHPC there is no exception. This stock also in a consolidation phase. One need to understand the stock has been rising from a level of 30-40 levels in the past 24 months. So he can hold on and book some profit at 90 rupees range, which can be possible in the coming weeks.
Okay, got that. I hope this has truly helped you out. Okay, we have an interesting question now from Karthik from Hyderabad. Karthik says, "Hi Sakshi, I have 3 lakh rupees, which I want to invest in the markets, and that too only till Diwali. Now, if you could suggest a few stocks that I could invest in for the short term." So maybe, just wanting to take back some Diwali bonus back home by looking at investing in the stock markets, Mr. Bathini. Any suggestion to him? 3 lakh rupees, should he invest in with a very short term view of just about what, 10-15 days or?
Sakshi, the markets are quite volatile, and the global situation you need to track. I don't know about his experience with respect to equity markets are concerned.
Yeah.
So think about the long-term perspective and keep the chips. Okay, I tend to avoid any kind of a short-term perspective kind of a thing until unless we don't know his risk appetite and
Yeah.
his portfolio allocation. Okay, better to avoid a short-term perspective and think about the long-term perspective and the
Yeah.
dynamics of the markets over a period of time. That is the suggestion I can give to him.
Okay, instead of looking at the short term, maybe a long term portfolio creation is what you could do. A lot of investors definitely look at this festive period as an auspicious time to start their investment journey, look at building some quality stocks. Mr. Bathini, could you share some festive related stock ideas that maybe over a year, 2 years that one could definitely keep in case not for a short term?
Yeah, it's actually stocks in the aviation, aerospace space looks very interesting, and stocks in
Okay.
the railways, I can give a perspective of a sectoral specific, okay, like a stock like BEML, okay, the stocks looks very attractive. If the
Okay.
investor have a medium to longer term perspective, one can accumulate stocks like BEML at this point of time. The price seems to be very high, but yeah, but it tend to create good growth for the investors in their portfolio. One can accumulate the stock at any dips. So one will remember after 1 year how the price is going to be.
Hey, got that. I hope this has also truly helped you out. Let's take another question then. We have this question coming in from Naveen from Bengaluru. He says, I want to know about Manappuram Finance, a fresh buying at the current levels, and a target that you could share on this one. Now, this is also an interesting one, Mr. Madini, because looking at how gold prices have shot up in a very short period of time, already up by 50% on a year to date basis as well. All eyes are on these gold financiers too, because a lot of people may have been looking at this time to maybe look at gold loans, mortgage their gold to keep some money. How would you look at Manappuram Finance then?
The stock has been a extremely good performer, Sakshi, in the recent past. One can hold on given the kind of the momentum what we are watching in the gold at this point of time. That increases the margin of safety for these companies going ahead, and they tend to perform well if we witness some kind of a reduction in interest rates also. That can be positive for this company. The company trades around 2 times of the book value at this point of time. One can hold on, and any dip in the stock definitely a warranted buy for the investors for a medium to long term perspective.
Okay, fair point. I hope this has also truly helped you out with that, Mr. Bathini. We'll thank you then for being with us today and, of course, helping out so many of our viewers with all their queries. And, of course, wishing you a very happy and prosperous festive season ahead. We'll definitely catch up with you during the festivities too to guide us and all our viewers as well as to how to look at this Samvat and preparing for the next Samvat as well. Thank you so much. Hope
Thank
you have a
you, Sakshi.
fantastic festive
Pleasure.
season ahead, sir.
Thank you. Season greetings to you and to all the viewers at BtTv. Thank you.